I have with me Houston-based celebrity and bridal makeup artist Killaly, and I also have with me fashion entrepreneur Chichi, the CEO of Zurik Girl. How are you guys doing, ladies?
Very well.
We're
How
good.
are you doing?
Doing good. Thank you for joining me on this episode of In Style We Trust. We're going to explore makeup and what makeup and style work best in this part of the world.
Okay.
So, I'm going to start with you, Killaly.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and what like inspired you to do makeup.
Oh wow, that's a great question. Well, my name is Tamara. I am the creative director, CEO, whatever you want to call it, of Killaly. I am a makeup artist. I am based in Houston, Texas, but I was born and raised in Nigeria.
Nice.
I mean, I feel like everyone has a typical story, like, oh, my mom used to do makeup when she was younger and I watched her or whatever. But I really got into makeup after watching thousands of YouTube videos.
Okay.
You know? But after watching them for so long, I figured there was something different that I wanted for the kind of makeup that I wanted to do, you know. I felt like I wanted something more subtle, you know, less product and just a little more seamless as compared to what I was seeing
like
on
Meghan
YouTube.
Markle's wedding makeup.
Yes, you know. So
Okay.
I didn't want the typical, you know, pack so much on your face just to, yeah, you know. So I wanted something different, and so I started researching and watching more celebrity makeup artists rather than, you know, like the YouTube celebrities that you see or the YouTube makeup artists that you see. And so that's how I started.
I also think that a lot of people just kind of go on YouTube and then they become an authority on makeup. But then I don't think everyone on YouTube is an authority on makeup. What do you think?
YouTube is like makeup university.
Right, so
you know,
self-taught. Like, are you self-taught? You actually went to school. Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
I
But I
didn't go
know,
to school for
but I know you went to Kim Kardashian's Mario's class.
Well, no,
right?
I didn't go. I just know people that like went to Mario's class, you know. But I have gone to a couple people's makeup classes. I've gone to Renny Vasquez. I've done Tana Robinson.
Nice.
I've done you know, Anna's makeup artistry. I've done a couple in the US. So
over to you, Zurik Girl. What got you into fashion? You know, how did you become a fashion entrepreneur?
Okay, so my name is Chichi. I'm the creative director, CEO of Zurik Girl.
Nice.
Basically, I produce and manufacture my clothes in Nigeria. I know, not in China, but in Nigeria. But I wanted to keep it more home-based. You know, I was born and raised in Nigeria, so I felt like if I can do something, I would start at home.
Okay.
So I do make my things here and I sell them in the United States. And we specialize in ready-to-wear pieces like dresses, skirts, and I'm actually wearing a top. This is Shakara Girl inspired by Fela. So.
Okay, nice. I want one.
that's really cute.
Yeah.
That's really
Okay,
cute.
so how do you see the space for African fashion in America right now?
I think it's really, now that we have the whole Wakanda vibe going on, it's more like a trend. But a lot of African Americans and Caucasian people are very open to African prints and kente wear. And I think that it's growing more and more, like the fashion industry is getting bigger and bigger. We just saw Stella McCartney using Ankara in most of her recent designs, and even though it's overpriced, but it's still like this is something that we've been wearing. Yeah, we've been wearing it, but for her to put it on a bigger mainstream, it's like it's something for, you know, the up and coming and the new designers and stuff. So it's really growing, I would say.
Okay, that's pretty amazing.
I also feel like because the Nigerian music industry is getting even bigger, and people are going, you know, and listening to all these songs from all the biggest artists. You know, they want to know like what's really going on.
Yeah,
and then
just
from
the
music,
Afro
they go into fashion,
general,
and then they go into makeup, and then they go into style, and just like a bunch of different things.
Okay, so Killaly, I'm gonna ask you because when you were talking to us earlier, you talked about you're not really big on heavy, thick makeup and product.
I'm not.
So are you more into skincare and like, you know, how it looks and feels on your skin than just kind of pack? Because you know, in Nigeria, we feel like more is more, not less is more. So
right.
How do you kind of teach people to do less and still get more, still look amazing without all that cake on your face?
I feel like the Nigerian makeup, you know, industry is very similar to maybe like I feel like Middle Eastern, you know, Lebanese type, you know, very heavy.
Red lipstick, green.
Yes, when you think of Kat Von D, you think, you know, like massive, huge eyeliner and all those, which is great. But I feel like there's so much more that you can do with less product. I feel like less is more.
Okay.
And you know, I've done skin on different kinds of women, different skin types, and it's worked for me. And you know, I feel like pictures come out even nicer, you know, and then throughout the day you find that when you have more product, you find that your makeup starts to crease more, but less product reduces creasing. That's what I realized.
Especially in this part of the world. I mean,
it's extremely hot.
It's really hot here, so I personally don't like a lot of makeup because of the nature of my job. I have to be, you know, video shoots, movie sets, you know, style shoots, whatever. I feel like, you know, if you don't have that much makeup, you don't feel, the camera feels like, oh, you don't look as pretty, or so it's kind of like a notion that's
it's also like a mentality.
Down. Yeah,
like Nigerian women feel like
again,
if it's not
a lot of makeup, it's because to hide something. Like, you know, you're either hiding blemishes
true.
For me, it's freckles. I like to hide my freckles. Remember yesterday?
I want Meghan Markle has a lot of freckles.
Like,
I mean,
yesterday I was doing her makeup, and I was like, "Can we like leave your freckles to show?"
Sometimes they are, and sometimes they're not. Like, I rather let my freckles out when I have no makeup. If I have makeup, I want it to be flawless, like how your face is flawless. Like, I don't want to see any. Yeah, it's just
no. I think we need to move away from the culture of using makeup to hide our skin, because a lot of us are actually beautiful naturally. Like if you see a lot of people without any makeup, any wigs, anything, some people look better.
Yeah,
like
a lot of people look better without.
You know, I don't want to even say I fall in that category, but I kind of think so. Like, I kind of think that, you know, when I add on too much makeup, it's not always that amazing.
Right.
You know, I mean, it has its good sides, makeup, but then we do. I mean, I wish we would embrace who we are more in this part of the world, but obviously the pressure and the mentality kind of affect. So Killaly, can you tell like the average person listening to you, what are some of the makeup tips that you can do real quick before you leave your house?
Applying foundation with your fingers.
Okay.
I find yes. Especially like when you're using
fingers
with 4 fingers, 2 fingers, whatever, or tapping. I find that works a lot for me, especially if I'm like on the go. You know, I mean, you got to do your brows. If you want to leave out your brows, you can. Well, girl,
you got to do your brows.
Like, you know, you got to do your brows, especially when you're working with creams. You know, especially when
like cream foundation.
Yes, with cream foundations, I use a lot of black opal, so I find that, you know, it's easy to just like apply it and just like smooth out on my skin. But when you're using liquid, it gets a little tougher. You know, you got to use a brush and really like get it in there,
blend
circular motion and stuff. With lips, I would just do a gloss.
Okay.
You know, I wouldn't really like. I would find a gloss that goes with my skin tone, because there's, you know, different shades and types of glosses. You want to go with something that looks good with or without foundation. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
I really like the lip you have on right now. So we're gonna go on break, but before we do that, I want to have exactly the same lip that Killaly has. She's gonna do a quick tutorial on my face, and then we'll be right back.
Hello everyone, my name is Christina, the creative head of Catchy Signature.
Hi everyone, this is Omotosho Dami, the creative director of Imado Lagos.
My name is Laide, creative director of Laria Robes.
This is Mosumola from Moshe Couture.
And this is
In Style We Trust.
In Style We Trust.
In Style We Trust.
In Style We Trust.
Hello everyone, I'm back here at Killaly and at Zurik Girl. I just got my fabulous new lips put on. I hope you like it. We're gonna delve back into like the makeup and beauty space. So a lot of I guess artists abroad, that's like the J-Los of this world, the Rihannas of this world, then they're not only like singers, they have either their hand in beauty and style and fashion. Do you think that if Nigerian artists or entertainers started to do stuff like that, there will be a space for them to do that here?
I think so. Remember when this kid, just recently, he did a pop-up shop. Yeah.
The
Starboy
jersey?
clothing
No,
line.
Starboy clothing line.
The
just
actual
did.
Okay.
And I know Davido did one
with
with his
orange culture.
Yeah, with orange culture with the If song.
Okay.
It was really I loved it. Like I really wanted to buy one.
I think they have an audience already, so
Okay.
you know that in itself is a huge
Right.
marketing strategy. You know, all you got to do is make something that will work for good.
Now the
number of
question
people.
is, will they let the females dive into that,
Right.
expanding? Because Nigeria is a man's world, so it's easier for
Out
them
here.
to do all this stuff. But for a woman,
So you think
it's
like
a lot harder.
if say Tiwa Savage now woke up and started a clothing line, you don't think people would rush at it?
Well, TY, yes, but who else?
Yeah, even TY is a maybe.
Yeah.
Well, no, let's not say that. How about like a Yemi Alade? You know, she's like Mama Africa. You know, so I mean, if she were to dive into like African fashion, you think it's such a man's world in the fashion space that they would only let Davido and Wizkid have clothing lines, and the female artists can't get
possible.
nothing.
It's possible. You know what's the
Because
percentage?
we know them for music. Like look at Tokyo now with the bag. It's still kind of hard. We're still trying to be like, okay, she's a presenter, and now she's trying to be more than that. So she's actually doing very well. But
I hear those bags are sold out like every time
that's
they
not
get.
saying she's doing well.
Yeah,
But for musician, it's hard because all we know them is to sing. For me,
but I mean,
that's
out there,
that's a good way to look at it. You know, you can look at it from different angles.
Rihanna is an actor, singer,
Yeah, but that's
lingerie
Rihanna.
line owner, makeup line. I mean, come on, guys.
skincare, everything.
Yeah.
I think if you come out with something that's good, people will
Regardless,
appreciate
that's
it,
true.
regardless of whether you're a
They know you
Tiwa
for
Savage
singing
or
or-
you're Yemi Alade or whatever. You know, you're Tokemaki or because at the end of the day, those people have millions of followers on their Instagram page, and
Right.
that's
And they
where
can turn it to
all the
cash,
marketing goes right now in this day and age. So I think
That's
if
true.
it's something good, like if Tiwa came out with like a bomb mask or bomb highlighter or something, I think it would sell.
Yeah, I like the sound of that highlighter.
I think so.
So like exactly, I
think
love.
And I think they also have to be known for something. Like we always
Right.
know Tiwa's makeup to be always on point. Then we will
point.
more
Okay,
feel
so-
like
Right.
you know.
You think that whatever you're trying to sell in the end, you have to already be promoting it as part of your brand.
Right.
You
Yeah.
can't just wake up and say,
Yeah, you
"Oh,
really
I want
can't.
to start selling like dreadlocks or something."
Mm-hmm.
You
and
know?
you've never rocked dreadlocks
Dreadlocks before,
and we don't
like-
know how you style it.
I mean, because I know Stephanie Coca does like the crochet hair,
But she
and
was doing it for a while.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
she
she-
started selling it.
okay, and she started
You know.
to, she
And
was
now I
rocking
don't
it.
even
Yeah,
see
I
her
don't
doing
think she wears
as
it
much
anymore.
anymore. But
She does
you
when
know.
she's getting ready to promote like a new set. She
would
puts
like
it
wear
on.
it on.
Yeah.
which is
works,
what
right.
works. Yeah, which is what's supposed to be done at the end of the day.
How do you think like the makeup and fashion industry can, I guess, grow here?
Let me just start by saying it is growing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there is obviously a lot that can be done in
In what
terms
regard? Because
of
there's like a billion makeup artists. To be honest, there's 5,000 naira makeup artists.
Right.
There's 3,000 naira
Right.
makeup artists.
What?
There's 20k
Yeah.
makeup
Yeah.
artists.
3,000?
There's
Yeah.
50k makeup. There's like
Yeah.
ranges. I'm telling you. If somebody says, if you try to get a makeup artist here, and somebody says, you know what, I can't do you. Literally, pick up the phone, and there's 5 other people that will take that.
well,
job.
maybe that's the problem too. You know, if I'm charging 20k or 30k for a session, and someone else is charging 3k. At the end of the day, how are you helping the industry? Like,
No,
really,
how
are
you're not
you?
helping.
No,
People
how are
are at
you
different
helping?
places in their
Yeah,
life,
they're
so you
different-
can't expect
People have
to be
different
able to
incomes
pay
too, so-
30k per look. That's like a whole style.
No, I'm
budget.
just using 30k as an example.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, makeup products are expensive. You know what I mean? Like, it's not.
So I'm guessing
it's
the
not
3K
just
makeup artist would be
using
a
maybe
low
products
end.
that will be like low end or whatever. But even the low end makeup products, think about like Maybelline or like a
Right.
L'Oreal.
It's Black
you know,
Opal. Black Opal is affordable.
Black Opal is like $10. You know, so which is like good
3-6 here.
yeah,
I
which
don't know
is
my makeup stuff.
yeah. No, Black Opal is $10. I use Black Opal in my kit.
No,
you know,
here
but
it's like 3k, 3.5, 3.2. So
For like a lip liner or a lip
no,
gloss.
the
But even the-
foundation.
Oh, the
yeah.
foundation.
Yeah, it's-
we're gonna go on break, and then we'll be right back.
Hello everyone, my name is Christina, the creative head of Catchy Signature.
Hi everyone, this is Sadami, the Creative Director of Imado Lagos.
My name is Laide, Creative Director of Laria Robes.
This is Mosumola from Commercial Couture.
And this is
In Style We Trust.
In Style We Trust.
In Style We Trust.
In Style We Trust.
So we're back with the beautiful Killaly and Zurik Girl. We're talking about how to grow and improve the makeup industry in Nigeria. It seems like, you can just watch like 5 YouTube videos and call yourself a makeup artist. But we want to talk about like the structure of it, the price points, and just kind of having a competitive rating with makeup here. So what do you think about like, growing the makeup industry? How can you structure it in your mind? If you had a magic wand, like what would you do?
I mean, I feel like Nigeria in itself is hard enough as a country. So, it's okay that people are using these kinds of, like using their hands to do things. Like, okay, go watch YouTube videos and then, okay, I'm a makeup artist. Great. But at the end of the day, is that really going to grow the industry? I don't think so. So, we're talking about licensing and saying how, you can't just wake up in the US or I don't know if anywhere in the world. But, and just wake up and start putting things on people's faces. First of all, you could go to jail for it, because at the end of the day, what if you put something on someone's face and the person reacts to it, and then what? And you have no kind of like,
I know for a fact that in America, before you become a makeup artist, you have to go to skincare school because some people have sensitive skin and stuff like that. You literally have to know what works for this skin doesn't work for that skin. I don't know if they do that here, but I don't think so.
And even with things like microblading and things like,
they have to go.
I don't know that they have licensing for that in Nigeria.
No,
tell me,
checking it. Who's actually going to take the time?
No one.
I mean, I don't know how that question can be answered, because if I can wake up, after watching one YouTube video or going to one makeup artist class or something and saying that, okay, you know what, because I can apply powder on someone's face or I can do someone's brows, I am now a makeup artist, versus someone who's been doing makeup for 15 years. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Yeah,
it's
a tough
tricky.
one.
It's a tough one.
A good structure to start with would be for licensing.
I mean, it would be nice if you walked into an average beauty parlor here and you see a certificate. So if they were, first of all, if they had a school like a universal,
you would feel more comfortable.
Yeah, a universal. It's true. It's true. It's like your doctor's office and you see graduated from Yale or Harvard or wherever, or even University of Lagos or Osaka, and you see somebody's certificate on the wall. You're like, okay, you know what? This person is informed about whatever they're about to do with me on my skin. So I don't know that we do proper checks and balances out here, or if there's anyone making sure that these things are regulated.
I don't think so, because
I think we freestyle out here.
And even if you do go and watch the videos or whatever and start doing the makeup, there should be some kind of process that you have to go through. Like I used to work at MAC, and before I started like putting makeup on people's faces, I had to go through training. I had to go through like different steps, drawing brows on paper, and like putting foundation on paper, making sure that all the colors like work together, those kinds of things.
I know there are classes though. I personally went to MUD School of Makeup.
Okay.
I went to MUD school, and then they teach us how to draw eyebrow on paper. The Tara Fela-Durote, sorry to murder her name, Tara Fela-Durote. She also has classes that you can come. You start with the eyebrow prep, the skin prep, and then full face of makeup. Yes, I don't know if they do skin prep per se, but I know they do those steps. I'm sure there are lots of makeup. Most makeup houses have like a class. Now, what that class entails and who's regulating those classes and making sure that the right amount of information is being passed, that is a totally different story. So I don't know about kind of getting things on track in that way, but
and I think it's also like they say with cooking, I think it's also in the hands of the person that's doing it.
Some people are really talented.
Some people are talented, some people just put on makeup and it looks great. Some other people not so much. And
you're right.
That's the difference.
creative
That's the
field for
difference,
you.
right?
It's kind of talent.
Yeah.
It comes for you. It doesn't come for some.
Yeah. And you, Killaly, tell us about your plans. Tell us, I mean, who are all the fabulous people you've done faces for, and like, where can we find you? How much do you charge per face? If you don't want to talk about it, people can slide in your DMs to find out. Yeah. So, like, are you affordable? Are you ready to travel? Like, just give us your information. Let's meet you up, because your face is pretty amazing, and obviously you're good at what you do. So
I appreciate it. Okay, so I am on Instagram at Killaly, so it's Killaly, and on Snapchat, on Twitter as well. What do I plan to do with Killaly? Oh, so much, I don't even know where to start, but I'm still in Houston right now, so for now I'm working in Houston.
International makeup artist.
I'm still international, always want to be, but that's what I'm doing at the moment. Is it affordable? You're gonna have to DM me and email me so we can talk, and I can let you know. But I do want to get into doing more faces. Someday I want to do Beyonce's makeup. So that'd be awesome. That'd be great. I think that preparing myself for that. I have worked with very
she doesn't like a lot of makeup,
so
no,
she doesn't.
Fit right in.
So
we can
really judge. I mean, I feel like she's my sister, but that's okay too. I have worked with some models, a lot of different models. I like. If you're ever on Instagram, you can look at King Mali Magic's work. I love her work. I'm inspired by her. She's Nigerian, and she does great skin work, and that's something that I really like to, look at. What else? I'm trying to get into traditional bridal stuff. I'm actually working on a bridal shoot this week that I want to do. A bunch of colors, and not Western right now, not the white wedding. White wedding is great, and we have that. But I want to do more, traditional, Iro, Buba, whatever, just different
That's always
cultures.
very beautiful. I love like our traditional weddings.
I saw some pictures online and I was like, oh my gosh, like,
amazing.
I'm so inspired. I'm really inspired, and being in Lagos and just seeing all the beautiful.
Are you going to learn the Gaelic?
I
think that's the winner. Most people can do a face, but if you can tie a wicked Gaelic on that thing,
and then I can
increase
the charge.
Then you can charge 500 to 1,000 per look.
I definitely want to.
At least for a trad wedding.
Right. Yeah, those things give me a headache. And, they look really hard to do, but I definitely want to learn.
Actually,
I definitely want to learn. I just love the colors and the combinations that you can put together with the traditional Nigerian outfits from different tribes. So I want to go into that a little bit more. Still maintaining my skin work and still keeping it as subtle as I can. I don't necessarily bake. I like to just finish my skin and then just like dab off or like just dry off whatever oil is on there. A long time ago I used to try this technique where you take a serviette and divide it in two and sort of like dab it on your face first and then put your powder on, and it actually works. I find that a lot of celebrity makeup artists are doing that or have been doing that. So there's so much to do.
Okay, before we close out, give us like 5 quick tips we can do, with makeup. Like five things we can quickly do.
Don't go to bed with your makeup on.
Okay.
That's one thing you gotta
good.
do.
Well, I'm guilty of that sometimes. Or
you don't
if I wipe, I may not wash because I'm like, what, I've wiped, but then actually there's still makeup in my pores.
Oh no, you need to.
There's still makeup. Yes. Wiping doesn't clean.
Especially when you
wash
have
the morning after.
Especially when you have eyeliner on, because eyeliner tends to make your under eye darker. If you sleep
dark
with it.
circles.
Right. So don't go to bed with your makeup on. Don't leave your house without your brows. I mean, you can, because you are beautiful, so you can. Try to work with a lot of low-end brands as well, because you'd be surprised how beautiful those products are. Sometimes we just want to do high-end and think that it has to be like expensive for it to be beautiful, but no, not necessarily. There are a lot of low-end brands that have a very diverse range of makeup products. So try that as well. Doesn't always have to be expensive. Another thing that you should do is try to get your skin to the point where you're comfortable enough to get out of your house without makeup. You know what I mean? Like,
that's
people just
important.
focus on putting makeup on that they forget that your skin under is more important. So, I would do like facials
but then how,
if you can.
Okay, I was gonna say, how can we get our skin to that point?
Yeah, I mean, do facials. There's a lot of natural products that you can use. You can go online. I mean, there's so many.
Shea butter,
oil. I told you about this combination that I do: shea butter, coconut oil. Some organic oils and stuff that you can use on your skin. It doesn't happen in one day. That's the truth. Getting your skin to the point that you want it to be, it doesn't happen in one day. Especially in this part of the world, it's extremely hot.
Where it's really hot.
Nigerian women don't use sunscreen. They don't.
I think sunscreen, does it protect us from the creases and stuff? Yeah.
Well, it doesn't protect you.
Your color pigment, right?
Yes. When the sun hits your dark spots, it makes your dark spots darker. That's what happens. And your makeup will crease, because at the end of the day, that's how we're made. It will crease,
putting something on.
I wish there was no creasy.
I know, but putting something on to protect your skin, is definitely very important. So skincare, I would say, do not play with. And remember that you are beautiful. Your skin under is the most important.
Okay. So guys, you heard it here first. Always use your sunscreen and don't go to bed with any makeup on.
Right.
So from me, Imanse, and In Style We Trust, it is goodbye and God bless. And I'm so glad that I had all these beautiful ladies to come support me at this episode where we talked about makeup and all the beautiful things that we talked about. And I hope that you've had such an amazing time like I had. From us here at In Style We Trust, it is goodbye and God bless.
Hello everyone, my name is Christina, the creative head of Catchy Signature.
Hi everyone, this is Tamara, the creative director of Imado Lagos.
My name is Laide, creative director of Bridal Robes.
This is Mosumola from Commercial Couture.
And this is
In Style We Trust.
In Style We Trust.
In Style We Trust.
In Style We Trust.